Inside of all your hard work, your dedicated overtime, and Miss Holiday's mom is a heart of gold, radiant and glowing, propelling you forward through the thick and the thin of 39 years of service.
We're here at the FNET 4-H Harvest Fest, where every year they showcase gardens and produce that were tended by gardens by youth. And we're here with Keith. And Keith, tell us which garden did you work with this summer?
I worked with the Taft Home Gardens.
And tell us a little bit about some of the items that you grew in that garden.
We grew watermelon, we grew okra, green beans, and squash. And we grew some cherry tomatoes and peppers.
Tell us about what the weather's been like. How did that affect your growing?
It made it grow a lot faster than we expected, and that made it have to go there a lot more to water it.
That's a given, especially with a lot of the hot weather we have, including today. What did you learn to do with this garden?
I learned that it takes a lot of time for stuff to grow and a lot of preparation.
What kind of skills will you take away from working with this garden?
Hard working skills and how to work a lot harder and how to grow my own food and stuff.
Now you're looking at already looking forward to high school and college, because you've already kind of determined what you want to be. What did you tell us that?
I wanted to be a chemist because I like to create stuff, and it involves science and math, my two favorite subjects. And I would like to also create a cure for stuff and create stuff that's just for people to use for help if they need help with something.
We're now here with Ashley, and tell us which garden did you work with this summer?
The Treewind Garden.
And what kind of vegetables did you grow?
We grew zucchini, cucumbers, and squash.
Why did you decide to get involved with working in the garden versus staying home, where it's nice and cool and air conditioning when we needed it?
Because me and my grandma used to garden a lot, and I like gardening, so I just came here.
What does it take to be a gardener and grow food and other items?
You gotta be in it for the gardening, and you gotta be responsible and in it for the gardening.
Tell us about why would you recommend other kids to get involved with gardening?
Because it's fun and it'll help you with your vegetables. It'll help you know what kind of vegetables to eat and what healthy stuff to eat. Vegetables.
Have you tell me? Have you thought about what you might want to do as a career after you get out of high school or college?
I grow my own garden, but my career I want to be a lawyer.
We're now here with Harmony, and tell us which garden you worked in this summer.
Treewind.
And what kind of items did you grow?
Cucumbers, squash, tomatoes, basils, and that's all. Why do I like gardens? Because they fun to work in. You get to pull weeds. And I like pulling weeds.
What's your favorite vegetable to eat?
Corn.
We're here now with Martavia. Which garden did you work with?
With the Treewind Garden.
And why did you decide to help out with that garden this year?
Because it's a lot of fun to work with the garden. I like planting seeds and stuff.
What's your favorite vegetable to eat?
Tomato and cucumbers.
And how did your garden do this year?
We did pretty good, and hope everybody have a good day.
Why should other kids do gardening like you did?
I think you just here to have fun and show out your plants and stuff.
We're now here with Nick, and who was one of the 4-H garden youth that worked this summer. Which garden did you work with?
The family youth one.
And tell us some of the items that you grew this summer.
The tomatoes, the zucchinis, and the cucumbers, and the green beans and all of them.
Tell us, how did the garden come out?
We worked hard on it, and we grew how many we could, and we just worked hard on it.
Tell us why other kids should take up gardening.
Well, because lots of people need to work on the garden to help us grow things and what we need to do.
And we're now here with Kenna, and she worked in the garden this summer too. Which garden did you work with?
Kingman Garden.
And tell us about some of the produce and vegetables that you grew in that garden.
Basil, sage, and tarragon and stuff.
What's your favorite vegetable to eat?
Carrots.
How did your garden turn out this year with all the heat waves?
Pretty good.
Why did you decide to work in the garden versus do like a lot of kids do and they'll stay home and play with their games?
Because I like to get outside and help my mom and dad do the garden and stuff.
We're here with Gallie, and she worked in which garden?
I work in a lot of gardens with my mom. So.
And tell us about some of the things that these gardens that you worked in. What did you help grow?
We grow cherry tomatoes, watermelon, cantaloupe, basically a lot of different varieties of things. So.
Tell me about some of the. What is your favorite vegetable to eat?
Probably the tomatoes, because they turn really ripe and they're really sweet. I usually eat them with sugar. So.
What did you learn from working in the gardens?
I learned that if some fruits and vegetables get too ripe, they can spoil very easily, and that animals really like vegetables and fruits.
It's great to see everybody here. You had beautiful displays of vegetables. I know you've had a great gardening season this year. We had lots of rain, so our vegetables grow really well this year. I'd like to introduce our judges to you. You met them, some of them, as they came around to your table. So as I call your name, if you'd please stand. Al Gino. Where's Al? Well, there's Al over there. Okay, Joe Lulini. Some of you may remember Joe. Joe used to do the gardening with our program, so he came back as a retiree. And then Dixie Krischer. Where's Dixie? She left? Oh, okay. Dixie is one of our master gardeners in the county. So let's give our judges a round of applause. I'd also like to give credit to the organizations that have made contributions for us to do our gardening program. Kelly Seed, Lowe's, the Peoria County Master Gardeners, the Peoria Park District. We actually have 3 of our gardens on Park District property. And then the Pekin Federal Prison grew all of our transplants for us. So those little transplants that the tomatoes, the peppers, and the different the herbs that we transplanted were all grown by Pekin Federal Prison in their greenhouses there. So we really appreciate their contribution. Let's go ahead and sing our grace for lunch, and then hopefully we'll be ready to go in just a minute. We're going to sing Johnny Appleseed. How many of you know Johnny Appleseed? Raise your hand. Okay, well then I'm going to teach it to you, and then we'll sing it together. So you repeat after me, okay? Oh, the Lord's been good to me, and so I thank the Lord for giving me the things I need, the sun, the rain, and the apple seed. Oh, some of you know it. Okay, let's sing it together, okay? Do any of you want to come up here and lead it? Y'all want to come lead it with me? Come on. Any of you that know it, come on up here and sing it with me, okay? Okay, anybody else that knows it can come lead it with me. Okay, all right, let's go.
Oh, the Lord is good to me, and so I thank the Lord for giving me the things I need, the sun and
Friendship House Youth. Can tell you've been singing that all summer. I think we'll go ahead and recognize each of the individual groups, and then we have a recognition prize to give you, but we're going to give it to you after lunch. So as I call each of the individual garden sites that are here today, would you stand up so we can give you a round of applause? First of all, Friendship House. Will the youth that worked at the Friendship House garden please stand up? And our leaders at Friendship House are Michelle Dixon. Michelle, would you stand up? Margie Gino worked with that group, and Dee Nossinger. Where's Dee? Oh, Dee's over there. Okay, let's give a round of applause to Friendship House. All right. Okay, thank you. You may be seated. Then to Kingman Garden. The kids from Kingman, would you stand up, please? Where's Kingman? Oh, they're washing their hands. Okay, and then Michelle and Dee were the two that worked with that garden. Okay, then for Martin Luther King, we have a group from River West. So that's the group over here. And Irene Edwards was our staff member that worked with them. Where's Irene? There's Irene up there. Give a hand of applause to them. Okay, then to Southside Mission. Okay. All right, and Miss Rhonda from our staff worked with them. Miss Dee worked with them. And then staff from Southside Mission are Deb Young and Karen Johnson. So, okay, then for Taft Homes, I know we have at least 2 left from Taft. Okay. All right, Miss Jerice had to leave, but with Taft Homes, we have 2 here. Miss Dee worked with that garden too. Let's give Taft Homes a round of applause. Okay. Then Tree Wind Park. I know we've got our biggest group from Tree Wind, so let's have the Tree Wind. And these are actually youth from Families United for Christ. Miss Jewett King was their leader, and Trish, Connor Westerman. Trish, raise your hand. And also Miss Dee worked with that garden too. So let's give a round of applause to Tree Wind Park. Okay. Did I miss anybody? I did Southside Mission. Okay. We have programs to give to all of you when you go home today. We had gardens at 20 different locations this year, and I had my secretary add up this morning how many youth we had involved. We had 484 youth that were a part of our gardening program this year. So we were very pleased to have all of you as a part of it.
I say this every year when I come down, and I mean it every year. Thank you for what thank you for what you've done throughout the summer. I got down here too late to enjoy the salsa. So disappointment set in because I didn't get a chance to have any of that. But from what I saw, the displays looked wonderful. So congratulations on that. Also, I don't know if everybody knows or not, but the individual that has driven this nutrition program and what you guys do for a long time is retiring the end of this week. So Miss Marjorie, would you stand up, please? Would you give her your round of applause, please? She's done tremendous work for you guys and has cared about you guys, and that's the reason she's done what she's done. So I cannot say enough good about what Marjorie has done for the last 39 and a half years. Is that right? 38 and a half years, and year among friends. So I'm just very, very thankful that I've had the chance to work with Margie for the last 10 years and to know what she has done, the passion and the caring that she's had for you guys sitting here. So again, I want to congratulate you on what you've done. It's warm, and you have awards coming, so I'm going to stop. But again, congratulations, and I look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.